Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Once again, it is time for my lifter Michelle's vlog, and of course we keep her own conjugate. For people who do follow a little bit of her social media, she is doing some extra workouts beyond what I prescribe, but she feels that she needs those just for mental reasons. She's one of those athletes that she feels like she has to train all the time. She needs it for psychological purposes, again, just to stay focused. I always, of course, as a coach, I worry about her recovery a little bit, but she's pretty much a machine. I've never been able to really overtrain her. She always wants to do extra stuff beyond what I prescribe. And with a lot of clients, I tell them, don't do that. It's going to cause you problems. But in her case, she does do fine with it. Again, she also has a background as a highly conditioned athlete, and there's all that stuff going on. So just something to keep in mind. Plus, I will remind people, the research has shown that women usually have a higher volume tolerance than men do as far as lifting goes. So just be aware of that. All right. Now, all of that aside, training went pretty dang good this week. We're getting ready for the next meet. We want to get her qualified for drug-tested worlds. She's already qualified for untested worlds, but she is actually a legitimate drug-free lifter, so we want to get qualified for all of them to give her options. But we did a 160 close grip bench press right there. So again, we're happy with that, and we rotate the grips for her, and I let her at competition time do whatever she's feeling strongest at. Not a big deal. I've continued to work on her wide grip with volume work, trying to bring it up, but she oftentimes is very comfortable with a closed grip. So also, for those curious, she's walking around about 2 pounds above weight class, like once she gets to the gym and everything. So as far as making weight, making weight's going to be easy for us still this coming year. She's down a full weight class. Here she is doing pull-ups. She's now up to where she can do like sets of 12 on her pull-ups for full range of motion, which again is a win for her. She's only this last few months been able to actually do an overhand grip pull-up. She's been really good at chins and things in the past, but these she hasn't quite been able to do, and now we've got her up past the 10 rep mark for multiple sets, right? So we're not just coming in doing, one set. She's doing tons of pull-ups, and she always gets over 10 reps a set now. So in a good place. JM presses also, she's very, very strong on these. Her triceps are very strong. They don't limit her bench. I know you get people who are like, if she's JM pressing this much, why isn't she bench more? And it's because we need more chest. Her pecs need to get a little bit stronger. She's got the tricep strength, but if you watch any of her benches, even on a grindy rep, she sticks right in the middle or just below the mid-range point. Okay, she sticks below the mid-range point most of the time, and then once she gets through that, she just blasts the lockout. So again, tricep strength is there, never really an issue for her, and we've continued to push her triceps because when we get her chest caught up, she'll have a big bench. All right, deadlift. We got 295 off of a big deficit. Notice that, again, this deficit pull. She's standing on 2.5 inch. They might even be 3 inch bumpers, but at least 2.5 inch bumper plates. That's a big deficit. Pulled 295. It was nice and clean on the lockout, so we're real happy with that. All right, very, very happy with that. For supplemental work, we're pushing a lot of quad volume right now. I still have glute work and hamstring work in there. Don't worry, guys. But we do a lot of quad volume, and it's because we need to bring those quads up. All right, our glutes have been coming along. The quads are slowly coming along. I'd like them growing a little faster. So we are doing a lot of supplemental work for it. We're doing leg presses here, and we do split squats, and she's using dumbbells for them currently up on a box, which you guys will see here coming up. These are both exercises I'm a fan of. I really like split squats. I like isolateral leg work for a lot of my lifters who really, really need a lot more quad, if it's a major problem for them. I tend to be a fan of these. I've used them in the past myself. And so again, I like single leg exercises. I think they are great for lifters who need more quad. After we do our other stuff, squats and things. In her case, though, we do multiple exercises, mainly because we approach it like we would a bodybuilder. She is a very advanced drug-free lifter, so we're chasing her muscular potential all the time. So we really do think like a bodybuilder with exercise selection for her on a lot of stuff, because we let the max work and the speed work handle the neural drive. Okay, that handles what we need there. We just have to keep getting her thicker, thicker, thicker. And that's something you see frequently with a lot of drug-free lifters. They neglect that, and they don't understand that really is the key to the long game. A lot of guys on heavier doses of stuff, and gals, they can get away with less concern for hypertrophy because they're taking stuff to get bigger. Right? If you're not doing that, it's all your training. And so what you have to do with these more advanced lifters, we've got to do some really quality hypertrophy work. We have to. Right? It becomes the biggest factor in improving their strength beyond a certain threshold. And so it's what we have to do. And that is what we do in her case. So you see us doing high rep stuff on leg presses, split squats. Here she's doing glute ham raises, right? And then we follow up with pull throughs. And this is in addition to other stuff she does, her sled work, all that stuff, right? She likes sleds. So she tends to do a lot of sled work on her own for general conditioning. But again, lots and lots of hypertrophy work. And we do a lot of volume for her. Because again, chasing body composition, right? We're chasing body composition all the time. And again, it works. She's winning. She's gotten consistently better dots in meet after meet after meet. She's now qualified for Worlds, even as a drug-free lifter who doesn't have that many years of training experience. So we keep her moving forward. Okay? Plus, again, she is going to do drug-free meet coming up here next, so that we can get her qualified for drug-tested Worlds. And then, again, keep her competitive, right? I want to stay competitive. She wants to win. And you guys will see coming up for the speed work, I just included the dynamic work, not the supplemental work, because, we don't need all of it. The supplemental's the same. But we do speed benching. She does speed squats at around 70% of her max for doubles. And then she does speed pulls. And then we do hypertrophy work after all of these on these 2 separate days also. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys